Listen, vision. Listen, vision.
All right, welcome to the Swerv Show.
Oh, my tie's all messed up. My goodness.
It's just the two of us today, Tony.
Well, it's intimate.
It's very intimate. So welcome to the Swerv Show. Of course, it's myself, Jamil Fletcher. I'm the publisher of Swerv Magazine. And Tony Nelson is our latest columnist here.
Yes, I'm so excited. Did you send my...
I sure did. I
you
sent
did.
a box to Amelia Black. So
All right.
Your box.
And she was here.
I know.
All last weekend. I didn't find out until Saturday that she was in town.
That would have been nice to have her come on the show.
Right.
So what's the day? April 3rd? April 3rd?
April 3rd.
April Fool's is in the house. So we might as well get started. Of course, our March-April issue is hot on the stands. Do we have that image of the cover?
Shaka Khan. Shaka Khan, the queen of funk, releases her 12th studio album.
Okay.
You know, it's growing on me, too.
It ain't grown on me yet.
Not yet.
No.
That song, Hello Happiness, guys, it has some nice little...
I saw a clip of her performing... the like sugar song on Ellen, and she looked so uncomfortable.
Really?
Because it was like a DJ and they had a little fake drummer in the back, and she's just hitting riffs, and Shaka just looked like, okay, I'm
gonna make this work.
I'm getting I got paid.
But I wonder what she was thinking with this particular format.
Try something different, younger maybe. I don't know.
I just think I was having this conversation with coworkers. I mean, he was talking about the Rolling Stones and Aretha Franklin. I tell him I think Aretha Franklin transcended so many generations because she knew how to manage her instrument and she knew how to fit it. She didn't try to force herself into something. Things came to her.
Right.
Instead, I don't know. You don't have to.
But I was just thinking, Shaka, she can take risk. I mean, she's got a portfolio, a catalog to perform from.
Well, she was once quoted as saying, if I hit a bad note, she doesn't. She says she never wants to do a perfect concert.
Right.
If I hit a bad note in a concert, it's a live concert. And plus, I'm Shaka Khan. Who cares?
Right. I mean, and that voice is still special.
Really is. It's going to always be.
And we got a little segment where we're going to talk about our favorite Shaka. You didn't know this, but I got a segment where we're going to discuss our favorite Shaka song.
Oh.
At least I think it's in here. There it is, somewhere down there. So our favorite Shaka album. So we'll talk about that. Mm-hmm. Hello, folks. Like and share. Hey, Lamar. Lamar's from Dodi. He's going to be joining us in a minute. In a couple of weeks. Talk about the Dodi Retreat. So can we bring that cover image back up? Because on top of Shaka, we've got your column.
That's right.
But we also have a feature on the Center for Diversity, Inclusion, and Multicultural Affairs at UDC, which is an innovative, pioneering center. And we had Trinice McNally on.
Who I really
about a month ago.
I thoroughly enjoyed her, and we should bring her back.
Yeah, Trinice, you got to come back on because she's doing some great stuff. Okay. All right, so we might as well get into it. Oh, of course. I mean, we mentioned advertising opportunities because we do need that.
And what else you need? What do you need to get advertising?
A budget. Maybe just a bucket of white fried chicken, white meat, something.
Bring me a brownie, a iced tea, Lipton, something. Get on the budget.
We need something. Advertising is, and I'm going through something with advertisers now. I was talking with a friend of mine who has I'll say Denise Rolock Barnes, who runs the Washington Informer, which is one of the premier black newspapers around the country.
Right.
And we were talking about that, and she was expressing the same things, and I know she has a dilemma. Anything black in advertising is devalued.
Why is that?
It's just we're a devalued consumer base. It's amazing. It really is.
As much money as we spend?
As much money. It's a ongoing struggle to convince someone else outside of your community that your community has value. That's what it boils down to. Yes,
I have a theory behind it, but
and then our folks don't have the means or capacity or the willingness to advertise and support, and so
don't have the means, the capacity, the willingness to advertise and support, or they don't. Well, I shouldn't say all of them, but at some point we don't realize the value of our dollar.
Right.
You can't expect these companies and corporations to respect the value of your dollars if we don't.
If you don't. That's right. It's a struggle, but we need to have drinks, and I'll tell you about my dilemma around it. Anyway, so What's going on with you? You tell me what's going on with you.
So I have a really, really, really exciting.
A busy schedule.
I got a busy schedule. I was just thinking I'd never get home in time to eat dinner.
You haven't eaten yet?
I have not eaten yet because I went straight from work to the Ask Racine show, and she had her mini ball.
Hey, Racine. Racine had that's right, the ball.
The ball was today. I stayed out of trouble this year. Last year I got in trouble at the ball.
You couldn't pick the right person to vote for.
I couldn't pick the right person, but they tried to get me to walk the executive realness category against Balenciaga. I was like, oh no, thank you.
What was the prize?
There was no prize.
Oh, never mind.
Now if they had said there was some cash coming along, I would have got up there and turned it out. But
exactly.
I did not. There was no. It was just for a trophy, but I'm not into competition. I don't really do competition.
Yeah, I'm with you on that.
I don't do competition, but the ball was nice. So, but coming up this Friday, I'm returning to Ziegfeld's.
Say it again. That's Friday. We'll be there.
This first Friday, I'm returning to Ziegfeld's. And I'll be there for that evening, and we're going to have special guest, the fabulous Jasmine Blue,
Jasmine's coming.
Jasmine Blue, who, if I can say it right here, I think Jasmine Blue is about the best entertainer in the entire DMV.
That's setting the bar high.
It's just simple as that. She is the best entertainer in the DMV. It's the full package. Everything she brings, everything. She has a little bit of everything. She's a jack of all trades. So I love her. I'm so excited that she's going to be there.
So we're there.
So it's going to be a nice
bringing
evening.
the crew. And if you're in Washington D.C., that's Ziegfeld's. The top level has the dancers,
right,
the strippers, and the bottom floor has Tony.
It has me.
The personal show.
Exactly. And then on Saturday, I'm going to be at Alley Cat Blues birthday party part 2.
I was going to say
part 2. They want to celebrate for a long time, but that's her actual birthday, and that's going to be at the Chateau. And then I'm going to leave the Chateau at around about 9:45. Oh,
you're going to be busy, dude.
Yes, and then I'm going to go to the Power 30 event.
Oh, that's right. I'll be there.
That will start at 10 o'clock. You're going to be honored, and it's going to start at 10 o'clock, so I'm going to the Power 30 event right after.
I hope I'm first.
I don't know how. I can't. I don't know what
I got to ask about the format.
I don't know what the format's going to be because it's going to be a nightclub type thing and with DJs.
It's at the Eagles, so I had to change my outfit. The outfit I'm not wearing what I was going to wear.
Well, I'm not going to wear anything too sparkly.
No, I'm not going to look. I'm not going to get all done up.
Yeah, but it's going to be a great evening.
I'm just going to look creative.
I'm looking forward to meeting Tammy PA. I've never met her.
Oh yeah, Tammy is great, but I've never met T.S. Madison.
I've met T.S. Madison, and she's fabulous.
And we've done a cover story on her, and I've never had a chance to meet her.
Yeah, she's a really nice person. So we're looking forward to that, and then after that, I'm going to be away for a couple of weeks.
Right. You're going to come back. You're going to look different when you come back. Your face going to be. You're going to have a perpetual smile, a perpetual.
Yes, I'm getting a little nip and a tuck.
Are you going to look different? Your skin going to be greener.
Right. And then I'm going to be back right on time for the Capital Pride Heroes Gala, and they haven't picked a date yet for it. Originally was May 1st, but I couldn't be there May 1st.
But they know that we have a date for the parade already.
Tony
is a Capital Pride honoree.
Yes, I'm a Capital Pride hero this year, and I'm so honored. So I got a message.
And you deserve it, man.
I got a message today that they gave me 3 dates, three possible dates, and all 3 dates, thank goodness, are after I come back from my trip. And then we're going to have the parade and a big brunch celebration.
Can we walk along with you in the parade, or did he give you a float or just put you in a car?
I don't know yet.
Because when Racine did it, they put Racine in the car, and we walked along with the car.
I would love that.
Okay.
Because would you do that?
Yeah.
Oh,
we would do that.
I would be honored.
As long as it's not raining. If it's raining, we're not going to do it.
Racine probably won't do it. She'll probably be the
Is Racine commentating?
She commentated last year. I'm sure they'll bring her back. I'm sure she's
at the parade. Main stage, right?
Right.
Okay,
so that's what's happening with me.
We just all over Pride.
That's what's happening with me, and I'm and then coming off the heels of that, I am hosting 5 events for Black Pride.
Oh, that's right. You're doing some stuff with Darryl Wilson, right?
I have 5. I'm booked for 5 events. Okay. Well, actually 6 events.
We got to bring the Pride folks on to come and talk about that weekend because it's getting bigger.
It's getting bigger.
And I'm
gonna be at 5 events by Darrell Wilson, and then I'm also going to be at Mr. Henry's the lipstick review with Strawn J. Kelly and Tay Johnson. That's really something that's close.
And that's
to my
going to be
heart.
that Sunday.
That Sunday, whatever that Sunday is, a Memorial Day weekend.
And we'll talk about that as it gets closer.
Right.
Absolutely. All right, yo, Tony's going to be busy, and we're going to miss you.
I'm going to miss you guys, too.
Will you be able to access this? Maybe you have to dial in remotely, and we'll put up
I got
the
to figure
smiling
out how to
face.
do that. You
Stick up your picture, your photo, and then you can talk.
Yeah.
Hey, Reginald Barnes, look at that. That's the actor from New York City, Mr. Barnes. Anyway,
Right.
You got to come join us, man. We did a feature. We included him on. He was one of our beautiful people, and he had some original shots. A beautiful shirt by a designer, I think it's Ty Scott. It was a great, great piece. So you got to come see us, Reginald. Anyway, well, I tell you a little bit about what I did.
Okay.
So I went to the Douglas Says Fashion Show.
I wanted to
My brother
go
and I
see-
went in Newark, New Jersey.
How was it?
It was nice. It was a little understated, but it was nice. And I have a couple images to show from it. I think, do you see the number 3, 4, and 5? Let's show those real quick. So, no, that's not it. The other one. That is Douglas Says. And it was an amazing show. The models were amazing. His clothes. If you're a woman, first of all, that's Luciera. That's the Miss Universe coach. She looks amazing. She had locks. I mean, his clothes were so well done. My brother and I went. I was at the Newark Library in Newark, New Jersey, on the second floor. Mm-hmm. I drove all the way up and then drove right back.
What time did you get back to D.C.?
About 10 o'clock. I got back about 10. Yeah. See, look, doesn't she look amazing? She looks amazing all the time.
Wow.
I mean, that was a simple show at a library, no runway, just kind of chairs in the middle, and the people walking around, and the clothes were fabulous.
This looks like it was a great event.
Right, it was.
I wish I could have gone.
So next time, I think we have a couple more images, just one more image from it. This model, I don't know if she's from DC, but she was in the show here. When I tell you she's all legs, and she was so fabulous, I was like, if I was hiring models, I'd be book you for sure.
The fashion show that you and I went to down over on, was it 7th Street? Was he a part of that?
7th Street.
The event that the 4 guys did. You and I went, and we
4
it
guys.
was last summer.
Oh no, that was Jamal
Jamal.
Harris. No,
Right,
he
right.
was a part. Douglas was a part of Alvin's show that he did at the Arena Stage.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
and that was a great show. Hey, Reginald. Yeah, my brother said he was an amazing designer. He really is, and actually he had an image of Erica Alexander, who she wore one of his designs at the NAACP Awards this past week. It was fabulous. Yeah, Douglas should be a superstar. Oh my goodness, he should be a superstar. And then the other thing I want to mention, Racine has an upcoming event. It's a mixer, I think. Right? Do we have that image?
The Spring Mixer.
April 18th. Right. Here in the District of Columbia.
Is it for? Usually her mixtures have a theme. Is this one themed, or is it?
I don't know. It says XX Plus, and I don't know what that means, but it's. Come check it out, and you might get surprised.
Oh, okay.
Make some new friends.
Yeah. April the 18th. Make sure you go see Racine. That should be a lot of fun.
That should be fun. Okay.
Okay, this is what we're gonna talk about.
You want to get into news?
I do.
Tony's got some opinions, y'all. All right.
I think I do.
I got Nipsey Hussle, first of all, and his untimely death. And that was so sad. It really was. And I understand that they have found the assailant, the suspect, and he was an individual that I guess Nipsey had some words with because he had to ask him to leave the store on occasion. So, but I've been hearing all these conspiracy theories about this. I'm not that familiar with
I don't know that I recognize. I don't know if I would recognize his music.
Right.
And I have to be honest. I don't know.
Right. We like music without music.
But I mean, I hear he's a great lyricist and he's a great.
And he's very popular.
Okay.
And he was, I think, and I don't know if his girlfriend was Laura London. I think that's her
I
name.
don't know
She's
who
an
she
actress.
is either.
I know who she is. She was in the ATL film, and she was on The Game for a while. I think she had a baby by what's the little guy's name? The little rapper with the locks.
Yeah, him. From New Orleans.
Yes. We need a millennial.
We need a millennial.
with us,
I
right.
know his name, as you was trying to
But
say, his name, it flew out.
She's an upcoming actress. She's good.
She's
Been
good,
around for a while.
but But here's the thing about the Nipsey Hussle, and I don't want it to offend anyone, but I've been hearing commentary about his.
He made some homophobic remarks,
or seemingly homophobic remarks, and I don't know how appropriate it is.
Well, I mean, and I saw a little bit of it. He had made some remarks that were not necessarily flattering of LGBT people, and then he corrected it when someone called him. I think DeRay, the activist, called him on it. You know, the activist that wears the down vest all the time.
Yes.
From Black Lives Matter.
Yes.
He called him out on it, and he said, I wanted to correct this. I'm not saying that I hate gay people, but. And then he just
I saw the
diatribe about it. It sounded very conspiracy theory about it. It was kind of strange.
Well, I saw the
Hey, Gary.
photograph that people were referring to, where he said, "This is the image that you don't see."
With him with his family and stuff.
No, it was a bunch of black men, and he said, "This is the image that you don't see enough of. There are no thugs and there are no homosexuals in this picture." And something to that effect, and I could be.
How would you know that there were no homosexuals?
Well, I just thought that was a silly thing to say because you don't know that there aren't any homosexuals in the picture. But I don't know
if pretty unenlightening.
But I don't know if that was meant to be an anti-gay
right
slur. I don't know. I'm a little confused, but I'm also But
we don't want that to
downplay.
First of all, our
on
condolences go out because there's no need for that, and he seems like he was doing a lot of great things.
And I think
they said he still lived in his community,
and that's what I was going to say. I think sometimes I've been seeing a lot of stuff on Facebook about this whole thing of his anti-gay stance and all that stuff, but somebody died,
right?
Unnecessarily, and people don't always understand your point of view or don't always see things from your point of view, but that doesn't mean that they're not a decent person. They're just somebody who maybe needs to be enlightened a little bit further.
Right, like
and maybe he was evolving. We don't know, or maybe this is somebody whose light was snuffed out before he could make a complete evolution in his life.
But it's the sad thing. He said Nipsey was young. Lamar said Nipsey was young and misguided and never got an opportunity to figure out truth. Interesting.
Yeah, and I can understand that, but and that's what I'm thinking. But who knows? Who knows what could have come of him?
Right.
If someone hadn't been so senseless as to take.
And we don't know the full story yet.
We don't know the full story.
It'd be worthwhile to we'll follow it and keep our ears open and keep the news coming about that incident. But that's a very tragic situation in our community, and I mean it's gotten a lot of coverage. I mean it's on all the major news programs. So
right.
All right. Second, Lori Lightfoot. She's the new mayor of Chicago. So a black lesbian woman is now the mayor of Chicago. She's an outsider. She's never held office before. She was a federal prosecutor, and she ran on a platform of removing the corruption in the city. So here we go.
Well,
let's see what happens. I mean, that just happened yesterday.
Well, yeah, but then she started talking about Jussie Smollett. I'm just like,
well, she didn't say good things about Jussie. When they asked her, she said that
we need to root out, get to he needs to be accountable.
Right, and I was just
like, girlfriend, you don't have anything else better to talk about. I mean, there's not enough going on in Chicago.
There's more than enough going on in Chicago.
Then you all are still harping on Jussie Smollett.
Well, he did. The reporters, I saw her a couple interviews, and every reporter asked her about Jussie Smollett,
and I think she could have been swift enough to go around that question, or I don't know. I just with all the things that is happening in Chicago, is Jussie Smollett the only thing that's going on in Chicago?
Right, he's not responsible for the high crime rate, the high murder rate, the inequality. He's not responsible.
And he
for
has.
those.
And what she said was, I was shocked. I was like, okay, here we go.
Well, clearly she's going to have to revamp the police.
But you didn't say anything about these people. He has to be held accountable. I don't. I'm
But the charges were dropped.
the charges were dropped.
That's over.
The charges were dropped, and I'm gonna tell you, people need to realize. This has nothing to do with Jussie Smollett. This is about people's anger. It's about this black woman who is the
prosecutor.
The prosecutor,
right, yeah. And she made a decision.
And she made a decision. You all they should respect her decision. You don't have to like her decision, but the decision has been made. Move on.
Right, that's right. I mean, they move on whenever the cops get to go away free.
Get to go away free.
People.
Nobody's making anybody accountable.
Right. And he didn't kill nobody. Ain't nobody got hurt.
He told a lie. Well,
right.
He allegedly told a lie.
We don't know what happened. He still holds to the fact that he was beaten by two people, and we know that two people had masks on because they bought the mask. So his story is still holding up. From
Stick to your story, Jussie. Stick to your story, Jussie. If Trump can stick to his story that his father was born in Germany, well, we know that mother.
And that he only gave him what? What did he say? He only gave me what? Couple $100,000.
Exactly.
He gave him almost $1 billion.
Donald Trump's father was born in New York City. He was not born in Germany. If Trump could tell a lie,
he tells a couple lies a day.
And then I sit there and read his people, the same people who are talking about Jussie needs to be held accountable. I hear these people, not talking about the mayor, but these people on these Trump supporters. Oh, I love him, but Jussie, this man is just telling lies for no reason.
Lie after lie after lie.
For no reason. That is a lie. At least Jesse's lie wasn't so easy to track because there was no video of anything.
We don't know if it's a lie.
So we still don't know.
We don't know.
But we do know that Donald Trump, that your father was born in New York City.
We got him for what, 8,000? They said he's told a total of 8,000 lies, something like that.
And he's good at it.
Well, hey, and he's what, president? Okay, so let's move on. The other news item, Joe Biden. So there's a situation him with Laura Flores. Do we have number 9? There, Igor?
Number 9.
So she claims that he kissed her on the forehead or something, and I get it.
I don't.
I get it.
I don't.
It's about, you didn't give this person the right to invade your space. But, I mean, come on. It's not an overly... I'm not a woman, so I'm not gonna discount the claim. But does that mean he can't run for president? Is because you felt he invaded your space?
Trump ran. He grabbed somebody by the pussy.
That's what he said, and said it. And people said, and evangelicals said, "Oh, that's okay. We excuse all that.
We excuse all that." So you know what? People, all that stuff is out the window.
It sure is.
It's out the window once you all lowered the bar and put Donald Trump in. And I really wanted to see Trump prove us all wrong and do a great job.
Oh, please. He's not. He didn't.
In the beginning, I did. I mean,
he's an idiot.
Of course,
no social consciousness, nothing at all.
Of course, he's an idiot. but there was the eternal optimist in me was thinking, who knows, maybe. But he proved me wrong that he couldn't do that in the first.
You know what was interesting to me when he first started? One of the things that he kept talking about for like the first few days, whenever the media would talk to him, was about term limits for Congress. And in 2 days, he stopped that. I've never heard him say it again. And I'm sure Mitch McConnell and all of them got to him and said, dude, we're not doing the term limits for senators and House of Representatives, so you need to stop talking about that. And he did.
He is the biggest embarrassment in the world right now. And oh my God, I don't know.
Yeah, the country's going down. All right, so that was what's out. Wow, it's almost 10:30. Look at that.
See,
we're moving too slow, but we're gonna speed it up. So we got a couple of events. What's hot? So Alchemy of Change is happening in North Carolina, and Toshi Reagan, who's a great artist. I don't know if y'all know Toshi Reagan. She's her mother is a part of Sweet Honey and the Rock.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Toshi, she plays guitar. She's a great writer. She used to tour, guitar player. We did a cover story on her a while ago. She toured with Lenny Kravitz for years, and she wrote a ton of stuff for Liz Wright. A lot of her hits anyway. She's a great artist, my goodness. But she's got it's a festival. It's going on next week in North Carolina on UNC's campus. I just saw it come up in the Fire and Ink posting. It looks like it's going to be phenomenal.
Oh, wait.
And I recognize a lot of these names. Katina Parker, who's the film director. Then we got Chandra Pal. Oh, I know that name from somewhere. Okay. And there's so many women involved in this project. This festival. It looks like it's going to be phenomenal. So Toshi, we want to give you a shout out to that and send us some pictures because that's going to be phenomenal. Anyway, okay, what else we got? I think it got Power 30 rescheduled for this April 6th. Do we have it? Featuring what?
Wow.
T.S. Madison and Tammy P.A.
I can't wait.
I will be there.
I can't wait.
I will be there.
You're being honored.
Yes, I can't believe I'm being honored. Hallelujah. You know, I think they've run out of people to honor. They've already honored you, Racine. Did they honor your day? And then get to the us. Get to the grunts. They're going to get to the grunts.
It's coming for your day. It's
right.
coming.
Oh, and your day, but your day's got so many titles. Then we've got Big Boy Pride.
This is what I'm looking. You know, I like a big boy.
I should be there. I might have to scrape some pennies together and just run down there. Jay, you got to let me know. Do y'all have any?
Oh, wow. It's 11th through 15th.
Exactly, in Orlando. And that thing just gets, for lack of a better word, bigger and bigger every year. They're going to be mad at me. But, you know, I love the concept of it because so many people were doing these you got to be height, weight, proportional things, and they were shaming the big boys to come to stuff. So they said, we're going to start our own thing. And now everybody wants to go to that.
You don't have a window break one.
Ain't that a mess?
Yeah, I like it. I wish I could go. I had said I'm going to go.
We kept saying we did say that.
I can't go this year, but next year I'm going.
Then the next thing we got, a Dodi Retreat. It's happening in July. That's going to be nice. July 17th through the 21st. And this year it's in Georgia. Okay. Lamar. And Lamar's going to be on. Lamar Johnson's going to come on our show in a couple of weeks to talk about it.
He's been here before, right?
Oh, yeah. Well, no, Lamar hasn't, but Dr. Oh, my goodness. Dr. Cablan.
Yes.
He came on to talk about it when he was here that time. Mm-hmm. And Dodi is a great sort of empowering group. It's like a brotherhood of black gay men. And it deals with mental health issues. It just deals with building community and brotherhood around the country. It's a great initiative.
I'm looking forward to that.
So that's going to be fun. All right. Oh, Lamar came back. He came back. All right. Lamar had just mentioned the Dodi Retreat, knucklehead. Sablo. Right, Dr. Sablo. That's right. Thank you, sir. And they're having Kahan. Right, they're having a potluck tomorrow.
Oh.
At the church.
I love a potluck.
At the Metropolitan Church. It's a meet and greet. So I was going to try and hit it before I head over to your show tomorrow night.
My show is Friday night.
I mean, and that's right. That's when the potluck is. I keep thinking tomorrow's Friday. Right.
Yeah.
Right.
We want this week to go on by.
Oh, this week is moving. All right. A couple others. We got the New York White. It's a white affair, all white affair. And I know Kevin Omni is hosting that. And that's
Is this a ball?
I don't think it's a ball. I think it's just a regular affair. I know, and Kevin Omni from the House of Omni is hosting it, and that's during New York Pride weekend.
Which Grace Jones is performing.
I know, but I haven't been mentioning it because they wouldn't buy an ad, so I'm not mentioning that Grace Jones.
Okay, well I'm shutting up. They wouldn't buy an ad.
Well, World Pride has bought ads, but I said, hey man, when I saw that Grace is coming, hey, you ought to promote this thing to our audience, and no one's responded. So I'm like, okay. I won't show it the flyer again on the show. There you go.
But we're going to go, right?
I do want to go.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do want to go. Anyway, and then, of course, we got the Clubhouse reunion party, which is happening Memorial Day weekend at Bravo. We're going to get them another flyer. But that's still going to be fabulous. 3 p.m. to 9 p.m.
And is that Saturday?
I think that might be the Sunday. Correct us, Jay, if that's Saturday or Sunday. May 26th. I don't know, but
my feed died, so I can't.
That is why I'm going. That's why I'm staying, is to go to that event right there, because that's going to be the bomb.
I want to go so badly, but I think I'm booked at that time.
You booked?
Yeah, I'm booked that whole weekend.
That's right. That's right. We'll come dance for you. Okay, and then of course we've got the Swerve Model Contest. Y'all, April 15th. Come on now. If you are what? Cute or fierce?
What?
Fierce. And the deadline, we got 2 categories, male presenting and female presenting. All types, sizes, gender identities are welcome. Everybody. We've got some great entries. Yes, age, right. You just got to be fabulous. And the prizes, we give you a $300 cash reward prize, and then you're going to be featured in the fashion spread in our September-October issue. styled and coordinated and directed by the one and only Yardé Noir.
Wow.
So entry deadline is May 15th. I mean, it's April 15th. And then we're going to select semifinalists, and then we're going to have people vote on it. So you get exposure even if you don't win.
So your entry is a photograph?
Photographs, and we need all your vitals, your measurements and stuff. So,
Got it.
Right. So just go to our website. It's right there on our website.
Got it.
All right. Well, let's break it up and get some music going on in here. So, y'all, I ran across this video. Of course, B. Slade is one of the most talented creative forces out there, and he's got a tune out. It just reeks of the beginning of summer. It's featuring rappers Peter Guns and Lyric Jones. And the funny story is that I just saw a posting from one of my cousins in New York, and he was with Peter Jones, and I was like, oh wow, I'm going to show his video tonight. Anyway.
Oh wow.
And the tune is called "Hey Now, Ghetto Style."
Oh.
So let's run it.
Let's see.
Step out with your right foot. Yeah. Then step out with your left foot. Yeah. And then you back it up like 3 times. Yeah. And then you hop back up like 3 times. Yeah. Hey now, ghetto style. Hey now, ghetto style. Hey now, ghetto be slave. Hey now, ghetto style.
Up in your city, party type litty. Pass the boss around, boy like Diddy. Didn't came to party, came to fight with a pity. Off to the car to get the strap like Fitty. So many girls up in the spot and you thuggin'. Trying to smile but you over here mugging. Brother behave, don't be brave. Drink, chill and just follow B. Slade.
Step out with your right foot. Yeah. Then step out with your left foot. Yeah. And then you back it up like 3 times. Yeah. And then you hop back up like 3 times. Yeah. Hey now, ghetto style. Hey now, ghetto style. Hey now, ghetto
B. Slade.
ghetto style.
Hop to the side, get cute to him. 2 fingers to a hater, chuck a deuce to him. Bring it back, hit the floor like you dropped something. And throw your hands in the air like the cops coming. And now slide to the right, work you. Slide to the left, work you. Bounce it all around, don't lose me. Back up on me, that booty. Let's go.
Step out with your right foot.
Yeah.
And then step out with your left foot.
Yeah.
And then you back it up like 3 times.
Yeah.
And then you hop back up like 3 times. Hey now, ghetto style. Ghetto style. Ghetto style.
Ow, you got me dancing now. Grown woman 2-step, yeah, I'm fancy. Ow, hair done, nails done, I'm on the prowl. Fresh out, I'm Boosie bad, wipe it down. Woo, child, the ghetto style. And all your fellas with a acapella, a la-la like Carmelo. Joint buzzing like I'm wearing black and yellow. Brick road, ease on down to Emerald. Right foot left, back it up 3 steps. Perfect range, so shoot your shot, all that. Hop back up, baby, be my guest. Beauty in the beast, fine, dine and guess. Tim's Aura dress, outshine the best. It's go time, cosigns, never wrote me checks. Child of the ghetto with that special delivery. Cha-ching, to the bank like Hillary.
Step out with your right foot. Step out with your left foot. And then you back it up like 3 times. And then you hop back up like 3 times. Hey now, ghetto style. Ghetto style. Ghetto style. Ghetto style. Step out with your right foot. And then step out with your left foot. And then you back it up like 3 times. And then you hop back up like 3 times. Hey now, ghetto style. Ghetto style.
B. Slade.
All
I liked
right.
it.
B. Slade, y'all.
I liked it.
That guy, man, he's an amazing, amazing artist. He can do whatever he wants. He really is.
Where is he out of?
L.A. He's got California written all over him.
He
I
does.
think he might have been born in San Diego. I don't know.
San Diego.
The thing about him, he reminds me of Prince in the way that he is a prolific recorder. I mean, a recorder of music. He is always coming out with music, like
Yeah,
20 songs in every quarter,
that's amazing. Musicians just
and they're all there's such depth. It could be hip hop, it could be electronic, it could be gospel, it could be R&B. I mean, he's such a great artist. He should be a major superstar to me. Anyway, all right. So okay, so since Shaka's on our cover, we figured we would maybe highlight some of our favorite Shaka albums. And I don't know what's your Shaka album or tune.
Oh, well, Shaka Khan, first of all, is probably one of the most influential vocalists.
Queen of Funk.
But it goes so far. It goes so much farther than that. Do you not? Even Barbara Streisand said that in her house there's a shrine to Shaka Khan.
Really, I can believe that. I can
Barbara
believe
Streisand
that.
there's a shrine to Shaka Khan, and she influenced so many vocalists.
But
that came
the vocalists can't sing like. Because it's interesting. That was one of my favorite.
That was I was gonna say. That what you gonna do for me?
But I did. Of course, the I'm Every Woman. But I only had 3 out here.
But that CD right there is probably one of the most perfect female-driven CDs ever made. I mean, from track 1 all the way through.
Right.
That's when her voice was at top notch.
And the production.
The production also, and that is the CD. That's the famous CD that has the famous Night in Tunisia.
Right, with Dizzy Gillespie.
Where she hits a note that he cannot find on. He said he couldn't find the note on the trumpet. So that's a great CD.
But of course, this is her pop big seller, and that was she was.
I Feel for You.
Sweeping the awards.
She was sweeping the awards, and it is crazy because
I loved it though.
It was not one of my favorite CDs by her. I mean,
I got it. They wanted to push her.
They pushed her.
Thing.
They pushed her.
I Feel for You and.
She had another song on there. I'll Be Stronger Than Before.
Oh yeah, it was interesting because Joyce Kennedy had the same song out at the same time.
At the same time, and Dionne Warwick recorded it.
Oh really?
Yes, Dionne Warwick.
Right, because when I heard Joyce Kennedy, I was like, it's a great song, and they're both similar. Right, I remember that.
Right,
it was interesting. What my brother said,
right.
He said Rufus featuring Shaka Khan, Camouflage. Camouflage is great. It is.
Camouflage is great,
and I can't find it on iTunes for
Camouflage
some reason.
is great.
Camouflage was a great project.
But see, you got to divide those projects.
And that was Rufus.
The Rufus and the Shaka Khan stuff is so different. The best Rufus CD is Ask Rufus.
You don't like the one with,
I loved all of them.
The one that Quincy Jones did with
Do You Love What You Feel? I did like it, but that was by the time that CD had came out, there was a lot of riff.
Oh, between the band.
There was riffs
right.
in the band, and she had already had her taste, and so she's really just featured on that CD. She's not really. They didn't really showcase her. There's some great songs on it, like Any Love and Do You Love What You Feel? Right. But as a project, it was not my favorite. They had to compensate for her not really feeling them. But that Axe Rufus CD is got some.
Which one is Axe Rufus?
Axe Rufus was Midnight Hollywood.
Oh yeah, that one.
That
the
is
image, and I had to bring that. That's the one where her image is like this tall, and the rest of the band is like that tall.
Yeah, but that CD. I mean, if you ever...
It's Everlasting Love. What's the other
Everlasting
song
Love, Everlasting Love, Earth Song.
Earth Song, right.
Is oh my God. It's so many... vocally... that
Everlasting Love is one of my favorite songs from her, too.
Vocally, that is probably her
definitely one of her best.
It is her best. I mean,
y'all, Shaka is going to be on tour this summer with Michael McDonald.
That's going to be very interesting.
It's going to be a really great tour. Hey, Mike. I see Mike's there. Hey, Sylvester.
That's going to be interesting. That Axe Rufus CD was phenomenal. What people don't realize, I mean, she launched so many careers. She launched Whitney Houston's career.
Right. Vesta
Williams.
Sang background. Melissa Morgan.
There were so many.
Actually, I saw the tour with Melissa Morgan and Vesta were in the background.
Right. There's so many careers. There's so many vocalists. She brought Vesta on because she said that Vesta Williams was the only woman who could sound like her in concert when she was full.
And I saw her once. Well, I didn't see it in person. I think it was on television or something, and she passed the mic to Lisa Fisher to hit the high notes.
Right, and she'll do it. When her whole thing is, I'm Shaka Khan. I have nothing to prove.
She's like, go Lisa.
but if you don't believe it, and if you never heard it, that Axe Rufus CD, the vocals on that CD are unbelievable. And she says that she does not.
Hollywood. That's the other song on that.
And she says she does not remember recording that CD.
Really?
No. And another funny story about Shaka Khan, if I could tell this real quick. I saw her once here in DC, and she came out. She said, "You know, I want to tell y'all something. I was driving down Mulholland Drive, and I heard this song come on." She said, "Because I used to do so many drugs and stuff like that. I heard this song come on, and I was like, wow, I sound good. I don't even remember singing this song, and I was jamming, And she said, you know, and I was like, whoa, this song is bad. Damn, I sound good. It was Jamaican funk." And then she said, as the song went on, she was like, "Oh, that ain't me. That's some bitch trying to sound like me."
Pretty much, right? That was a fake.
That's some bitch trying to sound like me. And then she said, "But this is how Shaka would sing it," and she went into it. But the point is, she was so influential during that period. She couldn't even remember the things that she had done and who was her and who was not her. That says a lot.
That is hilarious. That she thought that she was like,
she thought it was her.
I thought it was me because there was someone trying to do her. The last time I saw her here, she came back when she first lost all that weight, and she had on a cat suit. She performed at the Howard. The first song she sang was "Clouds," and I had never heard her sing "Clouds" live in person. She was awesome. Yeah.
Well, and she's gonna do that first because a lot of her songs she starts at her, but she starts that song off over the rafters.
Right. And I've never heard her sing. I've seen her tons of times live. I've never heard her sing "Clouds" live. Never.
She has so many great songs. But my favorite Shaka Khan CD is, drum roll please, will be "What You Gonna Do For Me."
Michael's texting me. "Hey, Michael, Michael Gibson, I owe you something. I'll get it to you tonight, man. Don't worry about it. I'll get it to you tonight."
We got you covered, Michael.
We got you. I forgot to get that to you. Anyway, okay, keep moving. So let's talk about a couple hot topics. We got a little time. The one thing, Diana Ross celebrated, I think it was her 70th birthday.
No, she's older than 70.
Is it
75?
75, right. Yeah. Look at that whole image. Isn't that phenomenal? And there was someone with Derek Rutledge was there, and he was texting and showed some of the events. It was amazing.
Really?
Diddy performed. Everyone was there. Diddy performed. He went with Gail. Hey, Derek.
I wonder, was Patty there?
I don't know. And they did everybody in Hollywood was there. They were. And that was just the first event, and then they did another show at the Palladium. So you got to be in the mix, and we ain't in the mix.
Diana Ross is legendary,
right?
Iconic, and but I thought we celebrated her birthday 2 months ago.
We did, right? So I think that wasn't her birthday, but that was the Grammys. They were celebrating it, right? Mm-hmm. But she deserves it.
I ain't mad at her.
Hey, Cass. All right, so let's go to. Oh wow. Anything at the movies you want to talk about? I mean, I saw Us. I don't know if you guys seen Us.
I have not seen Us.
You haven't seen
yet.
it?
How is
Igor, you haven't seen Us? You should go see it.
I really want to see it.
It was interesting. The performances were great. It was a little. I was like, I don't have enough drugs. I'm not taking the right drugs for this movie
because I'm afraid of. I'm not a big fan of the genre.
Right. I mean,
but
it was
I want to see
sort of horror, but
I want to see it because I want to support African American movie makers,
right,
and stuff like that. But I'm not a fan because even what was the last one? Get Out. I mean, I know people said it wasn't scary, but it made me have nightmares.
Yeah, I mean, it had some comedic spin to it. Mm-hmm. It was well written. The performances were interesting. But I tell you who was phenomenal in this. Lupita was great. She's going to get some awards for this movie.
She got some flack for the speech that she was using. It was.
What was wrong with it? What was it?
It's something about it's just some kind of dysphonia or I can't remember the word she termed. It's a term that she was imitating, for lack of a better word.
Okay.
And
for people, because she plays two characters.
It was for Red.
Right.
Whoever Red is.
Right.
That is a condition that people have.
Oh wow!
And people got a little offended. So if you got to go Google the view her on the booth, she talks about it, and she's very gracious about apologizing for people she offended by.
Really?
Yeah. She said she understood why people felt that way, but her reasoning for going in the route that she did was because she wanted to bring. Shine a light on this condition that a lot of people have been misdiagnosed who have it.
Oh wow. Yeah. But she was great. I mean, she's an actress. And the other person that was great was the little girl. The girl that played her daughter. because she also played two characters as well. She was great too.
Oh.
So I mean,
how was the guy from what's his name, the big guy?
oh well, we can just look at him all day.
Yeah, but I want to see the movie. Did
Winston Duke.
Any news?
I was like, take your shirt off,
Any
please.
nude scenes?
No, there weren't.
Shirtless scenes?
There weren't.
Barefoot?
He looked
anything?
like somebody's middle-aged husband in this movie. I was like, can we take the shirt off just once?
Okay,
Let
I'm
me just
over
look at him anyway. So Kaz is hitting me up. I know that's right, Kaz. You were honored at the Gay City News Awards.
Congratulations,
in New York City.
Kaz.
They honored Kaz and Lee Soldier, I know, amongst
Wow.
others. So congratulations.
That's amazing.
I'll have to find some pictures and pull it up and show it next time. Winston Duke. Someone said, yeah, Winston Duke. That's his name.
It's a
Winston Duke.
handsome man.
I knew that was you, Lamar, that said Winston Duke. His character was a wuss. Yes, he was. He was a wuss. Anyway, let's see. What else we going to talk about? Oh, any other films? I haven't seen Marvel.
I'm not interested.
Ooh. I'm sorry. I do want to see Marvel.
I'm
And
so
then
not interested. What did she do?
Taraji's, well, the Marvel character, Captain Marvel, is really a male character.
How did she become female?
Well, they changed it for the film. Because in the comic books, it's a male character. I don't know. I don't know DC Comics, whichever world that is. I know some people that do.
Is it DC? Captain Marvel is not DC.
That's Marvel.
Captain Marvel
That's
is Marvel.
That's Marvel's, right.
And I don't even know
there you go.
cartoons.
I don't know either. Right, but I go see them. They're exciting.
But
Samuel
what did,
Jackson
but
is
what
in
is
it.
her?
Oh,
but-
you're Marvel. How
But
you
what
doing?
is her? What is her superpower?
She's supposed to be like. It's not a. It's not a comic. Hey, Michael, thank you for that. I thought it was a comic.
What is it?
Well, she's one of the
Avengers.
Not the Avengers. That's the other one.
That's Marvel.
That's DC.
No, the
Is that
Avengers are Marvel.
Oh, I'm confused.
Igor, the Avengers are Marvel.
Right? And they got a new movie coming out. So that means she must be DC Comics.
DC Comics, Marvel.
No, but Samuel Jackson is in it, and he's Marvel.
I don't
so
know.
We'll see.
I went to the last. I'm not a big
Panther is part of the Marvel.
yes, I'm not a big superhero movie fan, and I keep going to these movies because
I call them adult cartoons
because they all the hype, and I keep going and seeing the same movie. I'm just like, this is the same movie I just saw. Now, Black Panther was a little bit more interesting
because they had the strong cultural.
They had the cultural references.
Marvel
but I don't know if
comics,
it can.
right. Thank you,
I don't know
Michael.
if it can pull off a second part.
Oh,
for
yeah.
me,
That's gonna be fabulous.
I hope it does.
It's hard. It's gonna be hard, but it's gonna be fabulous.
I hope it does. But now they about to come out with the new Avengers movie, and people are going to.
Well, yeah, for the summer.
Yeah, I'm okay.
Because they killed everybody off in the last
Why didn't
one.
They should have came out with Plant Panther, but he's dead.
But they're gonna come on. Then they're gonna bring everybody back in this movie, and then they'll start doing the individual movies. Panther's probably not gonna come out for another year or two.
Why not?
You got to build the hype up again, and they got to get the movie done. I don't know. I'm not on that payroll. Hey, Cass.
I can't take these. Can we just get some real movies out
Well,
again?
so there is a real movie, Best of Enemies. That's Taraji is playing a civil rights activist. It's based
in
on
love
a
with
true
a
story.
KKK man.
Right, yeah. And they showed it's like a mini documentary of the woman and the guy. I think she might be dead. I think because it was her granddaughter that was speaking for her.
They were good friends.
They became friends, and the guy denounced the KKK and the whole nine. So it's based on a true story.
His stuff is in the African American Museum.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think his robe is in there.
All right. Cass says something's happening April 12th. What's happening April 12th? I don't know. XL Pride. All right. Award tickets. Oh, I thought it already happened. Okay, my bad.
Come on, XL Pride.
So, what else? Let's see. I can't think of anything else at the movies. The NCAA tournament. I know you don't want to talk about that.
You go for it.
So, the East Regional was held here, and Duke lost. I knew they were going to lose.
Who?
But I didn't. Duke.
Didn't
it was here, and it was so hard to get tickets. I couldn't get tickets.
Did Michael Jordan go to Duke?
No, Michael Jordan went to North Carolina.
Oh. Duke is in North Carolina, though, right?
Yes, it is.
Okay, that's my confusion.
So the Final Four is Duke. I mean, not Duke. It's Michigan State, Texas Tech, Virginia, and Auburn. And that happens next week. So
Auburn,
Saturday.
I've never heard of Auburn as a college.
Oh, my God, yeah.
Are they
Cam
good?
Newton went there, yes. Yeah.
They're going to get kicked
Their
out
arrival of Alabama.
first. They're going to get kicked out first.
I don't know. It's going to be. And the Virginia folks were talking about all the fake tickets that the Virginia people were buying to go.
Leave it to Virginia.
But the tickets were so expensive. It was like $400 or $500 just to get tickets
Everything
at the
is-
400 level.
everything
It was
is-
more than the pro tickets.
Everything
it
is
was crazy.
Everything is expensive these days. It's ridiculous. You can't even go to the grocery store.
So
and
I
not
said,
spend
I can't
$60.
go.
It's too much.
And that was just at the top. So anyway,
Too much.
All right. Let's see what else. We're going to wrap up in a minute anyway. The Mueller report. Did you hear what's happening with that now?
What?
They've subpoenaed.
Oh, yeah.
They've subpoenaed the entire report.
Oh, yeah. They
The
need
entire
to.
report.
Mr. Trump changed his tune, too. Now he doesn't want them to subpoena it and all that stuff.
Well, it's too late. And then the other thing is they made an official request for his tax report. His tax.
They know something.
Exactly.
They know something.
I mean, it's all get ready to come to a head, y'all. It's
well,
coming.
it's supposed to have come to a
It's
head
coming.
with Mueller. I cannot.
But it's coming. It's coming.
I cannot.
I feel the momentum building.
I cannot take another "it's coming to the head" and then be let down. I cannot. That Robert Mueller report was the biggest letdown of the last 20 years.
No. You know what happened is some of the attorneys that worked on it have debunked the Attorney General's findings, saying that's not true. That's not what we found in the report that we gave you, because he made the summary. He decided to summarize it, and that's why Pelosi was like, "Give us the whole report." Right. Exactly.
And go to jail.
Right. Yeah.
So
anyway, we're gonna get out of here in a minute.
So are you saying that Mueller probably? Why doesn't Mueller? I
think what they supposedly subpoenaed the report. I don't know if they subpoenaed him, but they subpoenaed the entire report. And then today, one of the other committees. I don't know if it was the Financial Oversight.
What
Committee.
about Rosenstein? Why didn't he speak up?
Well, Rosenstein is gone.
Rosenstein overlooked that Mueller report with. He still did.
Let Rosenstein wanted to get the hell out of Dodge, dude.
But
So anyway, y'all, we gonna say goodbye. This was a little laid back, but Tony and I had fun, and we got a lot more to talk about.
I enjoyed it. We missed Racine.
We missed Racine in Yard Day. Yes, we did. We did. And so look for us next week. I forget. I think Jay might be coming next week. Either him or Lamar. I can't remember. But we got some guests coming up for the rest of April. And so, of course, check out our March-April issue with Shaka Khan on the cover, and let us know your thoughts. And watch us again on Facebook, and go to our YouTube page, the whole nine. He's still there. What Tony say?
Yeah, Rosenstein is still there.
Oh, he is. Okay, I thought he left.
No,
All right.
no, he's still there. He oversaw the report with Barr.
Oh, my goodness. With that 4-page report of the 400-pager. Y'all, there's more to come. This thing is just getting heated. We just need it to happen quicker.
I just want him to go to jail.
And we're gonna revisit who we think is gonna go to jail first out of the siblings, out of the kids. We'll do that next week.
They said Ivanka's a mess.
I think Kushner's gonna go. They're gonna try to get him, and he's gonna turn coat on them.
We'll see.
So anyway, y'all, thank you for joining us. Let us know your thoughts. We'll see you next week. Bye. Toodles. Thank you, Igor.
Listen, vision. Listen, vision.